everybody. We're gonna play The Last Door episode 2 today. Let me just switch over. As I have said in the previous one, if you feel like this might trigger you or anything, because there is talk about suicide, about death, there is a small bit of violence, please do not watch it. I appreciate for all your love and support, but I do not want you to put yourself in harm's way just to watch me stream this. I think it gives a good story. I know that there is talk about religion in this game, low-key occult, but I really care about everyone. So, if this is not a video for you, that's okay. And I'll try the stream again this weekend if I can, but I have to move this weekend. I was supposed to move next weekend, but it's apparently going to be this weekend. Seems fine. But, before we get underway, I just need to switch over 2 more things. Here we go. I think I made it public. Yeah, I made it public. Okay, so, without further ado, let's start episode 2. Previously on The Lost Door. The Lost Door, my dude. Jeremiah DeVitt received a mysterious letter from his childhood friend, Anthony Beechworth. He travels to his friend's manor in Sussex, where he learns of Anthony's descent into madness and the death of his wife, Anna Beechworth. DeVitt faces the perils of the house and finally finds the dead body of his friend, who committed suicide. Anthony's final letter warns DeVitt of an unknown danger and asks him to remember his past by going back to the boarding school they both attended years back. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us each our daily bread. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forget our debtors. Actually, it's forgive our trespassers, but yeah, that's fine. Whack. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I wonder if a Fletch knows that I'm streaming. I should probably let, as the credits are going, I should probably let a Fletch know. Because, you know, I'm always really good at letting Fletch know now that Fletch is back from summer camp. The music to this game is honestly really cool, and I really enjoy it. Okay. Oh, wow. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Oh, I have my mouse in the wrong area. Who is it? Is it Anthony? Answer me. What is she doing? Get close to her. Get close to Anna. When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1, 2, 3. Now wake up. Wake up! You can rest now, Mr. DeVitt. That will be enough for today. Are these sessions really necessary? I'm confident that this is the best course of treatment for your symptoms. Now, did you ever see him again? I saw it. What did you see? Can you describe it? It was like an eye, perfectly rounded and dark, deep and empty, accompanied by the most horrifying, pain-filled screams I've ever heard. Inside, a complete darkness where an evil dwells deep below, a forgotten fear for human reasoning, but undoubtedly still rests deep inside our being. In my case, that fear has already awoken. I can understand why you are disturbed, Mr. DeVitt. With your permission, I would like to consult on your case with a colleague of mine, a man I've known for many years, who is more versed in modern psychological practices. I think his knowledge and experience would be very helpful in enabling us to understand your condition. If you think it would help, Doctor, I leave it in your hands. The agony grows increasingly unbearable, and if you believe this man can help, then I welcome his aid. Thank you. Dr. Wakefield, I bid you good evening. Anthony, my friend, what really happened to you? How could you have let your wife Anne die so awfully? These doubts consume my soul. I hardly remember the time we spent together as schoolmates. I confess that beyond your enduring friendship, I can recall little of those years. Were your words a result of an increasing loss of sanity? In your letter you wrote that someone awaits me, a warning, to ward me from a genuine danger, or merely the ravings of a brilliant mind addled by insanity. Something stirs uneasily within my heart. I will not rest easily again until I go back to that boarding school and find out what secrets may lie within. Farewell, Mr. and Mrs. Beechworth. Rest now in peace. Episode 2, Memories. Memories! Okay. An old, quite damaged mailbox. Ooh, I can touch it. There's a postcard sealed inside the mailbox. Dear Matthew, it has been several months and I still have heard no news from you. My brothers insist that you have abandoned me, but I am sure you remain true. I know that you would never do that to me, for I know your heart and honesty of your eyes. I got this address from a hospital in London and pray that it reaches you safely. If that is the case, I want you to know that I will always wait for you. Forever yours, Juliet Holloway. Cute. The angel Gabriel, the school's emblem. I remember it being very pristine, but it looks neglected and dirty now. A stone eagle lies on the floor. It appears to have broken off of the fountain. Oh. apparently. I can take it. Cool. It's back here. Ooh. Good evening. I hope you are right and this turns out to be indeed a good evening. My name is DeVitt. I did not know there was a graveyard here. My pleasure, Mr. DeVitt. I am Frank Baldwin. Do not ask me why, but Monsignor specifically ordered to bury the corpses here. He did order to bury corpses here? Oh, sorry. Did he order to bury corpses here? Why? I do not understand. What is there to understand, Mr. DeVitt? God has forsaken this place. Ah, don't you know? Here we take care of patients. I'm an old alumnus. I used to attend the school. It has been a long time since this is not a boarding school anymore. The building is now used as a nursing home run by nuns, a former student, eh? I never heard anybody in the village speak fondly of the school. They say it closed overnight, though no one knows why. Not a lot was known about it. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice evening, alumnus DeVitt. Okay. Can we open the back door? No. It's locked from the inside. Cool. Let's go inside then. Pardon, excuse me, sister. Good evening, sister. Good evening. I'm Mother Elizabeth. What brings you here, Mr. DeVitt? I'm a former student of this boarding school. As you can see, Mr. DeVitt, this stopped being an academic institution a long time ago, and is now exclusively dedicated to prayer and the well-being of the patients under our care. I see. Even so, may I please speak to Mr. DeVitt? I'm afraid that we are too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. In addition, there is little to say. We sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down. Everybody but Monsignor, of course. Monsignor? Exactly, but you didn't answer my question. Why have you come to this place, Mr. DeVitt? This place will help me remember my past. If you have memory problems, I would recommend you to visit a doctor immediately. And don't waste your time here. I guess that it would be a good idea to visit this place again and perceive the passage of time. Perceive the passage of time? What are you talking about? To be honest, I prefer not to talk about it. I couldn't tell you why this place is so important for me, but it is a lot. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Mr. DeVitt. I'll allow you to stay around here. I hope I won't regret my decisions. Fledge, please, my voice is nothing special. Don't worry, Mother. Thank you. Wow, I feel like that, like, low-key, like, some words, like, thanks, Mother. Let's see. Oh, we can, what's this? Among the bags, I can see a packet of letters bound by twine. I ask you not to touch my belongings, please. You're not aware of who you're talking to. I'm sorry. Ooh. Interesting. Let's talk with the person. Doctor! I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. Pay him no mind. He has been delirious for some days. I'm Miss Mary Vinge, and this is my brother Matthew. Juliet, why have you left me? Why don't you answer my letters? My letters. My lerg! Anyway, sorry. You see, the poor man is still obsessed with his fiancée. He won't accept that she left him months ago, my poor Matthew. I'm very sorry, Miss Vidge. I hope he recovers. Thank you. Mr. Vidge, I think this letter is addressed to you. Oh, thank you. Leave it with me. If you'd be so kind, as you can see, my brother's too weak to read it. Well, Matthew, let's see who has written to you. Oh, it's a letter from our mother. Dear Matthew, I hope you are recovering. I wish that Your beloved sister and you come back home soon. Mother needs more care now than ever. She worries a lot. Do you remember the good old times when we all lived together? You know how alone Mother feels since you left. Miss Fitch is making up the letter's contents. Yeah, I noticed. I wonder if we can go to the letters now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. My letters! All the letters I wrote to dear Juliet. You never posted them, but why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is marrying someone of your status. Of our family status. It was for your sake I did this. I did it to protect you from that woman's treachery. No, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. Can't bear to look upon you anymore, Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me? I, who have stayed by your side all through your illness? Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. I will leave you, and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. Thanks be to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please, take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it serve you better than it has myself. Aww. It seems that there is still hope to bring my fiancé back. No. Is that it? Okay. A magazine entitled Weird Tales. Yo, we in one. Sup? You alright, madam? There was a rhythmic sound like a breathing. What do you mean? It was last night. I felt an increasing pressure on my temples. Something dry and rough, like tree bark, brushed against my leg, and I saw something on the wall, like a growing shadow. I lit the lamp and there was nothing. I'm sure it was just a nightmare, madam. That's still kind of creepy, though. He is quite a pale young boy. He is asleep. Okay. Piety. Please, someone, Piety. I'm sorry you cannot be here. Is there some way I can help? Don't worry about it, sir. The Lord looks after each and every one of our patients. He will provide you with all the help you need. If you wish, you can pray there next to the statue of Our Lady. Jeez. Thanks. Don't you think she's beautiful? The Virgin listens to those in need. Okay, then. I remember that we used to keep some textbooks. Now there's a music box. Oh, I can take it. Beautiful. Dear brother, I've received your letter and I try to write you more frequently. I hope you are studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father is in bed with fever and I do not feel very well, but I am on medicine. Today is my birthday and I'm feeling blue. It is a quiet and boring Sunday at the village. Mom is going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Right back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you're doing. What are you learning? How is Scotland? And so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. Your dear sister. Aww. January 15th, 1876. Father Ernest seemed unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during his favorite class, theology. January 18th, 1876. Today Father Ernest was very irritable. Collins made a comment and was expelled from class for it, and even DeWitt was admonished just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire towards me. My father will be disappointed if I fail to get good marks. January 21st, 1876. It was very disconcerting to see Father Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. In the middle of his lecture, he stumbled, dazed, and had to sit. January 22nd, 1876. Father Eugene taught our theology class today, even though he doesn't know the subject matter as well as Father Ernest. When we asked him what happened to Father Ernest, Father Eugene told us that he had taken ill. What worries me is that now Father Eugene is also starting to look unwell. Well, that was a creepy sound. That seems fine. February 20th, 1876. It has been a month since we last saw Father Ernest. We are told that he is still sick, but if he is so ill, then why hasn't a physician come to treat him? My studies are flagging, but I haven't taken it upon myself to read on my own. I hope this helps, as I must succeed in spite of the problems happening around us. February 23rd, 1876. It was announced this morning that the school is to close. None of us know why, and we cannot get a straight answer from the faculty. They each dodged the question, and I am starting to think they may not know the answer themselves. Their anxiety is palatable, though they try to hide it behind a calm face. But what about Father Ernest? I hear he alone is to remain after we vacate the premises. Ooh, there's a picture in the diary, and someone's face is scratched out of it. That's creepy as heck. It is the photograph of my graduating class. I see myself, Father Ernest, and Anthony. I do not remember the names of the others. One face has been completely scratched out. The books on these shelves are old and musty. Theology is the dominant subject. There's an old sentence written on the board. In death there is hope. In death there is life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It looks like it has been there for years, as the chalk has faded in some places. Interesting. Is there like a area? No. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that noise was either, and I'm not sure I want to stay in this room to find out. Hello? Oh, that's just... Okay, we're gonna leave now. Oh wait, we can see what the picture of the Virgin Mary gazing at you, supposedly to portray a sympathy and compassion for you. Or it's an owl. A locked wooden coffin, badly finished. It seems that whoever made it was a bit rushed to finish. Ooh. Can we talk to him again? Sup, my dude? Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Okay, well. A small group of graves has been haphazardly arranged. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, apparently we can go down here. Yo, what is this? The cliff somehow looks very inviting. I wonder how many poor souls have jumped from it. What? Okay. A piece of old fishing net. Okay. Be right back. Okay, Fletch. Many years adrift have perfectly smoothed this flotsam into a small log. Okay, apparently we can take that too. The Lost Pilgrim, a sea stack older students at the school used to climb. Somewhere up there are my initials. Huh, cool. A gloomy statue of the Virgin Mary makes this place even more mournful, if that is possible. missing? Well, I'm glad that you decided to stop by even if you can't hear me. Some band-aids and other medical equipment, nothing of interest. Well, you can't hear me, but I wonder what kind of movie you're watching. Let's go up the stairs. A dusty old tapestry of the Virgin Mary with baby Jesus in her arms. Okay. A syringe next to a flask with the label that reads morphine. On the upper shelf of the antique cupboard, a well-worn Bible and rosary beads gathered dust. One of the humble beds where the nuns sleep. Okay. Same thing. An old mirror that hardly reflects. Good evening, sister. Sister? All this suffering, all these tears, all our prayers unanswered. What do you mean, sister? All these years entrusted to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign, for something that can give me strength. Every day I hear them cry, pray, scream, and die. And what for? Where are you, Lord? Why don't you answer me? Lord works in mysterious ways, sister. Certainly, yes, but I don't ask for much, just something to go on, a path to follow. I can't go on, not like this, excuse me, sir. Oh, what a beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path then. Oh, may God bless you, for you have given me the sign I was looking for. I don't know what kind of sign that is. I feel vaguely concerned, but this seems fine. Ooh. A lot of dry leaves have accumulated to a hole of this old rusty pipe. They're blocking the water stream. The hole has very sharp and rusty edges. If I try to put my hand in, I could cut myself. I blunted the sharp edges of the pipe. Now I need not fear being cut. Cool. The net could catch anything coming down the pipe. Cool. Can I steal morphine now? No? Okay. Well, you can't blame me for trying. Wait, what is this? A worn out and faded tapestry of Jesus Christ. Another tapestry, though I remember from my school days the student dormitory was here. Such creepy organ music too playing. The shower's old, rusty, and poorly maintained. Just a couple of old towels. A broken mirror, there's a protruding piece. Okay. I can already open the tap with no risk of losing the shiny object. Cool. The net has caught the shiny object. Give me the shiny object. I place a glass tear in the hollow of the Virgin's cheek. It seems that it fits perfectly. Oh, our mother's crying. Oh my lord, what does it mean? What have I done? What have we done? You must help me. What can I do? What's wrong with you? There's little time. I tell them about my pain. I describe the unbearable and endless pain, yet they do not listen. They pass me by without even looking at me. They say that they are praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. But sir, I know, but I beseech you, you will be saving me from horrible torture. I will be eternally indebted to you. I understand. Your request is terribly hard for me. I guess I could find the courage to help you. I understand, and the magnitude of what I'm asking. God bless you, sir. I do not know how I can show my gratitude. What I need you to do is, without the nuns noticing, to try to get an amount of morphine enough so that I can be embraced by the deepest of dreams, and in that way stop the rhythm of my heart. I mean, I have a stick here. Just saying. Club you. We could go clubbing. It does seem like clubbing night. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Hail Mary, full of grace. She's praying fervently. What if we just... Okay, well, can we... No. What if we play the music box again? No, okay, cool. From the window to the wall. To the wall. Scribble, scribble. What? Where'd he go? There's a note on the bed. Baldwin lies, Baldwin lies, Baldwin lies, Baldwin lies. Noises coming from inside the coffin. What in heaven? I cannot open the coffin with my own hands. The lid is nailed. It looks like his toolbox. I wonder if there's something useful in it. I might be able to take a look if I keep him distracted. Tell me about this place. Well, the construction of this building was ordered by an Episcopal Bishop of Aberdeen in 1805. Tell me about Aberdeen. It was the place where I was born and raised, one of the biggest cities in Scotland. If you look towards the northeast, you'll see King's Chapel Tower. Oh, you seem a bit distracted, Devitt. Oh, don't worry about it. Excuse the interruption, Mr. Baldwin. I'll leave you with your work. Have a nice eating, alumnus Devitt. No, to the wall. The darkness of his eye. His body is petrified. He has a look of sheer terror in his eyes. Oh my god. What about... Well, okay, it took too long to read that. I guess I'll never know. Mother Elizabeth is trying to make him come to his senses. Okay, well... Oh, suddenly he's not there. Interesting. These are the papers on which Mother Elizabeth was working. William Nealons, November 13th, 1891. Cause of death: cholexia. Notes: scratch marks have been found in his stomach. In his stomach? Excuse me? Elmer Moore, November 17th, 1891. Cause of death: pleurisy. Notes: a clear expression of terror on the patient's paralyzed face was found at the time of death. Evelyn Benzie, November 20th, 1891. Cause of death: marasmo. Notes: we found the patient dead, emaciated and paleness in the body. Theodore Hayting, cause of death: typhoid fever. Notes: the patient suffered severe hallucinations minutes before death. Screamed and shook until the opiates started to take effect. Lena Ashton, November 27th, 1891. Cause of death. I just want one of them to be, I have osteoporosis. Osteoarticular tuberculosis. Notes: during the autopsy we found some strange black markings on his fingers. Claude Harris, December 10th, 1891. Cause of death unknown. Notes: he died while he was sleeping. Nora Dunstan, December 13th, 1891. Cause of death: respiratory arrest. Notes: blank. Ellen Blair, December 14th, 1891. Cause of death: morphine overdose. Patient committed suicide. Notes: the patient did not seem to have depressive symptoms or suicidal tendencies. Huge wooden crucifix watched the door. The door is locked, but not for long. Doo-doo. Don't look into his eyes. Because the deepest darkness dwells in his eyes. Come in, my son. Do you think you could hide these books from me? They are just classic philosophy books, Father. Plato and Aristotle. Silence. Instruments of falsehood, you mean. Fallacies coming from the snake. Now, son, get on your knees and raise your arms. Apologize to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. Malaminse. Interesting. It is Latin. Malaminse, evil in itself. Uh-huh. I'm fine. Eye of the bird. What does this mean? Uh-huh. Set of crucifixes next to the doorway. I bet. Lord, your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy nor forgiveness. O Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest. Ernest? It's been many years since I last heard that name. Since... Oh, I see. Father, I'm here to be able to remember. You have to help me, I beg you. Pleas, entreaties, petitions, praying, torment, exemption, past times bring us just misfortune and pain. Father Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my old students, you say? It's only the Lord who teaches us. We all must follow his ordinances and disciplines. Get closer, son. Come pray next to me. He has a large burn covering his eyes. He is completely blind. Despite his decrepitude, extreme thinness, and paleness, I can still recognize Father Ernest. But he seems far away, like in another world. Glory be to the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. The sharp sword. Yes, yes, that's it, my son. The Lord, with his sharp sword, transmits us his wisdom, his power, and his punishment. And now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his holy path, the wise virtue, the endless blame, or the blessed penance. The endless blame. Yes, yes, that's it, my son. Nostra copla. Copa infinita est. And it always was and will. Oh no, that's okay, Missing. You enjoyed Deadpool too. I haven't, watched any of the Deadpool movie. And now, my son, tell the Lord, who are you? The faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman? Lol, the lost seaman. Yes, yes, that's it, my son. We live lost in an endless ocean of sin and blame. Now leave me alone. I have to purify my soul. Okay, creepy AF, that's fine. An old razor blade stained with blood. 4 witnesses. Dear Father, dear God in heaven, I feel for you. Your light is in my eyes. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I feel myself in you. Your eyes are in my soul. I will burn it for you. Dear God in heaven, I fear myself in you. Your sword is in my hands. I will burn them for you. Dear God in heaven, I hate myself in you. My blame is in your heart. I will burn myself for you. That's not creepy or anything. The makeshift altar is coated in a dense layer of wax. The candles have almost burnt out, only barely illuminating the room. And only barely illuminate the room. The eye watches me, huh? A creepy image of Christ crucified. Inexplicably, it has a dark cloth covering his head. The walls are completely covered with crosses, a mentally ill act. Eye calls me. Okay, that sounds... I know you are there. Didn't you hear me? Get out of my room. Okay. Who am I? I wonder what happens if we go in there and play the music box. Okay, apparently not. check on the mother. Good old nun. Okay, no. So crazy. Starting to think almost everyone in this place is crazy. And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah DeVitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We have been looking for you. Well, as I was saying, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveying us. Who is it, Anthony? My dear friends, it is Professor Glynn. Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door of the classroom? I have believed convenient to borrow the key for our necessities. You already know at 12 o'clock you will find the door opened and I'll be inside the lounge. That is it, my dearest colleagues. Vidare que se siete. I remember that in this furniture we used to keep some of our personal belongings. Now it is empty. The walls are in complete disarray. I could probably punch through it if I tried. A dusty mirror. I remember that this is the bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest in a warm spring afternoon. When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing in this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon?" Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up." I wonder if Fletch returned. Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, "But I do not want to be eaten. I want to live." To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That is impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so? Also, there's like all this blood down these stairs, and like, that seems fine." Mr. Vulture added, "Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It is getting late, and as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest as the one to eat you?" After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I got it. Why not to organize a race? The first who arrives to the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacle, and I am sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. What do you think?" There's some creepy things in the shadows here. This seems fine. The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and they quickly disappeared. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at a high speed in the opposite direction of the predators who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy, and proud of his cunning. But suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. Wow. They get away from 3... Hello, Crow! Oh my god, a quo! Welcome to my stream. What a way to get away from 3 predators, though, just to, like, get shot by a hunter, though. Huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, they do follow me as I move. What if I just decide to leave, you know? What if I just leave? And then just, like, go back. Oh, frig, they're still there. Okay, cool. Can't blame me. An impossible love. There is something I kept to myself for a long time. And the thing is that I love you. I've always loved you. That's the, like, groundskeeper. Since the first time I saw you, since the first time I felt your frozen hands. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. I'm going to assume. I miss your rough hair, your grayish skin, your stench. But our love just cannot be. It is an impossible love. And, well, now we know who's doing shady shit. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was all that about? In the nightmare I found a place in my memories. In my disturbing nightmare, I was brought to this spot. It is the trapdoor I saw in my nightmare. From here sprouts a horrible stench. There's something down there. Hi, Maddie! Did you see? Did you see it was there, just in front of me, that thing? It was screaming. He shakes uncontrollably, his body racked with pain. And there's only one way to end his suffering. Rest in peace. The stretchers used to carry the corpses here. Who is behind all this? He must have been dead at least a week, still bearing an expression of horror. the decayed corpse of a young woman. It seems as if she's been devoured by an animal. The walls are splattered with dried blood. Punctual as always, Devitt. Now all that remains is to introduce our guest. You may come in now, Professor. Father Ernest. Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat, and we shall begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be open, and then may we finally see what lies beyond. Now I ask that you close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. Oh, creepy as heck. After all these years, I haven't forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember now what happened. What is that we saw? The eye of the bird, Malaminse. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. In doing so, we shorn the veil that separated our world from his. In seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. It remembers us, it looks for us, it calls us from its dark nest, from its abominable lair. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has, only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you. But I was seized by curiosity. It absconded with my faith and deprived me of my sanity. Oh Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that's left is surrender. Surrender to him. Gravely have we sinned. And now our only absolution is to burn. To burn in the flames. Malaminse. Wow. Well, we're getting shut into a coffin, huh? Wow, nailing me in. Well, everyone, that was episode 2. What a roller coaster. Oh my gosh. I still can't believe that, like, we got where we got. Also, those bunnies were creepy AF. Seems fine. Well, we're not going to get to episode 3 tonight. But thank you everyone who came, who sat in, who watched with me as I played this game. It is kind of weird and definitely not your normal happy-go-lucky Squish game that I normally play, so I really appreciate you being here. I have to move in the next couple of days, so I don't know exactly when or if I'll be able to stream, but I'll try to do it the best that I can. Hopefully I'll be able to participate in Mario Kart this Sunday. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a great night and sweet dreams. Keep dreaming, everyone.